Alrighty, it is time for Duelist Kingdom action. Sorry everyone, I couldn't get it up yesterday, or what would have been Friday for Perth, Western Australia. Just everything happened all at once, so welcome to the weekend, Yugioh, which is something I've been trying to start up anyway. But should get a good match in this one. Rebecca going up against Alexis. And in terms of the weekend, also later today, which is our Saturday, the AFL Grand Final is on, SmackDown's on, NXT No Mercy is on. It's also a public holiday on Monday, so like just everything is happening suddenly all at once. So I'll do my best at getting the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff out on Monday and Tuesday as well. That might be a little bit tricky. But, okay, so Becca started off with Needleworm face down. That'll send the top 5 cards of Alexis's deck to the graveyard as well. Could be very effective. Alright, draw face for Alexis. 6 cards in hand. So I was looking at doing a recording yesterday, and again, I looked at the time code, which usually I don't do, so how long the duel is. Usually I try and avoid looking at it, but I saw the time code for this one and I was like, you know what, there's a few more duels. I'll have a look to see if I can postpone this one because it's quite long. All of them are long. I kid you not, all of the duels coming up are extremely long. So I'm like, wow. We must get some really good matches coming up in this round though, which is a good thing. It's what we want to see as Yu-Gi-Oh fans. Wow, Rebecca went in for an attack with Needleworm. That is extremely bold. And now ends her turn. That's a very bold attack. Needleworm's not really something you want to go with an offense. Cyber 2-2 has come to defense. I don't think Alexis has anything under 750 defense. Unless Rebecca just wanted to know what that face down card was. She does have Tribute to the Doomed. And, well, Alexis keeps that Cyber Gymnast in defense mode. It can discard from Alexis's hand to destroy a monster on the field. Now Rebecca has also now drawn Offerings to the Doomed, so she's got Tribute to the Doomed and Offerings to the Doomed. Both cards kind of like symbolic of each other in a way. So Alexis could lose a lot of monsters that she throws down. Tribute to the Doomed, it does require you to discard from your hand though, so I don't think Rebecca would really want to get rid of Shadow Ghoul as one of the sheep tokens are destroyed. Becca could buy herself a few turns though. She may be able to draw something else. She's now drawn Stuffed Animal. And Cyber 2-2 is only 1,000, so Stuffed Animal could go in for the attack on that. Alright, does Alexis have response? Oh, she does. Mask of Weakness. So that will put Stuffed Animal down to, it would be 500. It will lose the attack, but Rebecca has gone for Offerings to the Doomed. So this will cancel out the attack of Stuffed Animal because the target's going to get destroyed. Rebecca will probably get a prompt saying, do you want to continue an attack? But she decided to activate Offerings to the Doomed, so she'll skip her next draw phase. But no, she looks somewhat in okay spot here. If she can lose those 2 monsters on the field, if one of them gets destroyed, then she can tribute for Shadow Ghoul. She gets Shadow Ghoul around 2,000, which will be able to get over that Cyber Gymnast. She could use Tribute to the Doomed, but again, she does have to discard for that. And Rebecca skips her turn. Not really much more she could do. But now, can Alexis get back? Can Alexis pull something here? Rebecca's got a lot of defense. So we could be seeing a bit of a lengthy match. Oh, lost a Dragon 2. Alright, that could be very useful. 2,400 attack and now Cyber Gymnast. Unless Alexis has another card to block. She did already use Mask of Weakness, so defensively, Cyber Gymnast should lose, but negate attack. A good early defensive card for Alexis. It has saved Cyber Gymnast, and now Rebecca's... well, she could have used Tribute, but she would have to give up Shadow Ghoul from her hand. Oh, Mystical Space Typhoon. It's Magic Jammer that's face down for Rebecca. It's always useful though when your Mystical Space Typhoon can hit Magic Jammer, because Magic Jammer, you know, that can stop Monster Reborns, it can stop Offerings to the Doomed, it can stop Alexis's Ritual card. She's got Izana stalking around in her deck somewhere. But now she can use the effect. Oh, attack mode for Cyber Gymnast. Oh, Shield and Sword. Clever. Oh, and now Black Pendant. Oh, that's very clever play. So she'll be able to destroy Luster Dragon 2, and Stuffed Animal now won't be stronger. It won't be strong enough to take on Cyber Gymnast. That's very clever play from Alexis. Obviously, she can't see Rebecca's hand, but that's good play. So Stuffed Animal can't win, although obviously Alexis doesn't know that Rebecca is holding Tribute to the Doom. She just played Skelengul. Oh, she doesn't go for... I thought she would have gone for a Shadow Ghoul there. But no, she went with Skelengul. Oh, and Monster Reborn. May have been a good decision that Rebecca didn't go with Shadow Ghoul there, but she's going to lose both of her defenses here. Alright, there goes Skelengul, so Rebecca will draw a card. She's drawn Waboku. And now Stuffed Animal gets it from Cyber Gymnast. So Alexis, she's still got those 3 sheep tokens to get through. There's Electric Snake. So that can... Oh no, Rebecca goes for Tribute to the Doom now and throws Electric Snake. And goes after her own Luster Dragon 2. Rebecca does have Waboku. She could probably, if she draws another monster, she can use Waboku's effect to protect it from battle, of course, as well. Face down, Spell or Trap from Alexis, and goes after a sheep. There's 2 remaining on Rebecca's side of the field, so still a bit of defense for Alexis to get through. Draw phase, oh, it's Thunder of Ruler. May just delay another turn. And Rebecca activates Thunder of Ruler, so to protect those 2 sheep tokens from being destroyed. A bit of a methodical start to this one. There goes Cyber Gymnast, along with that Black Pendant. So Black Pendant will do 500 points of damage to Rebecca as well. Rebecca's the one who's losing life points, so 5,300. Alexis still at her original 8,000. So that could be the big difference maker. Oh, that's a good draw. That's a very good draw for Rebecca. Bubonic Vermin. And I'm pretty sure Rebecca has 3 copies of them. We reduced Chumley's to 2 because of its because of all the support on beasts that he has, but Rebecca's were left at 3. There's Blade Skater, so Rebecca could activate Waboku if she wants to, but I don't think there's really much point, because the Bubonic Vermins will flip up, will summon another copy of itself, and then Shadow Ghoul will actually get the benefit. It'll gain another couple of 100 attack points. So Rebecca's strategy coming to good use here. Alexis has already used Offerings to the Doomed earlier. She used that to get rid of Luster Dragon 2. Bubonic Vermin flipped up, so it'll summon another copy. And Rebecca should be okay. She can get Shadow Ghoul to the field. I don't know how many monsters are in Rebecca's deck, but will it get over 2,300 though? The 2,300 of Cyber Prima. There's Sangan. Oh, Rebecca has tributed Bubonic Vermin, so it must be Wow, okay, unless Rebecca's player was keeping head count of the monsters that were destroyed, I didn't see the graveyard pop up at all. That's... Oh, rush recklessly. Rebecca... Oh, she does have Waboku. Okay, that will protect Shadow Ghoul from being destroyed from that effect of rush recklessly. So Becca hasn't been able to get through Cyber Prima, but it will go back down to its original 2300. Still 2500 for Shadow Ghoul. Oh, this match is tense so far. 22 turns. Still anyone's game though, but Alexis... Oh, Machine Angel Ritual. She's only got one Ritual card in her deck, and it's Izana. 2500, so that will match Shadow Ghoul. Now, Izana is quite a troublesome one to get off the field as well. Oh, is she going to go for a double destruction? Oh no, she doesn't. She goes after a sheep token. Now Rebecca probably... She can't go for a double destruction. If she loses Shadow Ghoul, she's just drawn a Skalengal. If she loses Shadow Ghoul, she's in a bit of trouble. She's played Sangan. Oh, is she... Oh, that's... Yeah, that's clever. I see what she's doing. She's going to attack with Sangan. She's going to take 1500 points of damage though. But it is going to power up Shadow Ghoul to 2600. It's going to put it over Izana. This could be the breakthrough that Rebecca needs. And she pulls Witch of the Black Forest. This could be the breakthrough. So Shadow Ghoul will get the win. Alexis flips up Waboku. She was... Okay, she was prepared. Okay, so I think she played Waboku on that last turn. So... You can flip Waboku up and then attack your opponent's draw, save your own monster. Or did Alexis already have that on the field? I don't know. But you'll get the play that I'm talking about. If you activate Waboku and then you tie the attack with the opponent's monster will still be destroyed, but yours will be safe. It's a good way to use Waboku like that. Alexis used Reload. And has now put Izana into defense mode. Now, Izana's difficult to get off the field. I think you can... Oh, there's Rush Recklessly. But I think with Izana, I think it can... Can't it move the Ritual card out of the graveyard to block... Oh, Magic Jammer. Cyber Tutu looks like the card that was in hand. But Magic Jammer has hit Rush Recklessly, and these two are deadlocked. I'm pretty sure that with Izana, if it's going to be destroyed by battle, I think you can throw a Ritual card out of your graveyard to negate Izana getting destroyed. I think that's what it does, but I might be wrong. A little while ago, we did use Alexis's deck. She did a Battle City run where she used some of her fusions, and man, some of those fusions, they were very, very good for their time. Especially that Cyber Angel Natasha, which, like, literally cannot be attacked. That card is super good. Draw phase for Rebecca. It's not very strong, but if you power it up with some equipped cards, it becomes an absolute nightmare to deal with. Is it Natasha? Cyber Angel Natasha or Cyber Angel Natalia or something? I think it's Natasha. From memory, there's Turtle Raccoon. So Becca loaded up her field with a couple of extra cards, but she needs to be able to destroy something. Destroy another one of her monsters to get Shadow Ghoul up. There's Remove Trap. Alright, 5 cards in hand for Alexis. 34 turns starting match. We saw the same with Mary Kenny. She's... Oh no, Cyber Gymnast. That's not good for Rebecca. Oh, there goes Shadow Ghoul. Cyber Gymnast's effect. Very, very good. Oh, and now Cyber Tutubon. And it gets very difficult for Rebecca from here. There goes her last sheep token. Those sheep tokens did well. They lasted a long time. Becca has Skull, so she'll draw another card here. It's one day of peace. And now make that 2 Skull, so Rebecca will draw another card. She draws Giant Soldier of Stone. And she'll take a direct attack, and Alexis, you gotta say, is probably gonna win this first match. Be a lot for Becca to come back from here. There's Millennium Shield. Even if she could get that to the field though, with that Cyber Gymnast on the field. Although she could destroy it with Witch of the Black Forest or Sangan, or... Oh no, she went for Giant Soldier of Stone. Could have destroyed it and kept a life point safe. Maybe an oversight, maybe an overlook. There's Sojin, that's going to increase Alexis's attack force. She can't do any life point damage this turn, but Rebecca probably should have got rid of that Cyber Gymnast. Either way, I don't think Rebecca's going to be able to get Millennium Shield to the field. Alright, turn change for Rebecca, who draws... Oh, okay. Okay, this now gets interesting. I don't like the card, but it's going to be useful for Rebecca in this situation. She's drawn Mirror Force. She is only one of 2 players who have it. I think it's Rebecca and Yugi. They're the only 2 players that have that. What word can I use to describe my feelings for Mirror Force, which is now activated? Izana, though, does that. There it is. I knew it. I knew it had that effect. Machine Angel Ritual. You can... I don't know if it's by battle or if it's by card effect or what the actual specifics are, but I remember from Alexis's Battle City run her using that ritual card that can go from the graveyard and like protect Izana. Alexis draws Dragon's Gunfire. Not much use in that. She can still defend, but she wouldn't have been able to get Millennium Shield to the field anyway. She goes with Turtle Raccoon. Both players running low on cards as well, but I get the feeling that this one may be now just out of Rebecca's reach. Oh, Atoll Cyber. It gets to 1400. That can destroy Turtle Raccoon. Oh, but Alexis doesn't. She went with Izana for the attack, made it a sure thing. Atoll Cyber will gain another 500 points here as well. It'll put Rebecca down to 100. I tell you what, if she can make a comeback from here and win. I don't remember her playing Monster Reborn. She drew another Witch. If she drew Monster Reborn, that may... I don't think she's drawn it yet. Imagine if she drew it. She brought back Shadow Ghoul. Shadow Ghoul would probably be like 3,000 attack points or so by now. But it's not to be. Witch of the Black Forest is summoned, but since Rebecca could not get Millennium Shield to the field, it would have made a difference if it could, but tell you what, it was a very good starting match. Despite the life point difference, it was a very good starting match. Alright, well this one's a conclusion from here, so I'm going to flip my comments open. So I'll have to go maybe a day or 2 back as Rebecca loses the rest of her points. Emperor Pikachu says, LOL, what a duel, Marek tried his best. Well, Ishizu used to always beat him in a duel as a kid, so maybe just some childhood flashbacks for poor old Marek. And Emperor Pikachu also says, way to play Joey, was fun to watch, hope you're doing well, my friend. Joaniro, that's a new name as well, says, sorry, but what game is this? Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. It must have not been a popular one because a lot of people haven't heard of it. It's a very good Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. It just seems maybe it didn't get the promotional. I think it came out in 2015. So, you know, everyone was probably playing, what, GTA? The Witcher 3, I think, came out in 2015, because I actually bought that today. Oh, card destruction straight. Oh my god, Rebecca threw some good cards with that. They were all magic cards, though. Oh, I don't think that worked. Rebecca has given Alexis a decent hand. Alexis's ritual card is in the graveyard, though, so I don't think we'll be seeing Izana this time. Oh, graveyard popped. Okay, that was Alexis looking in the graveyard. There were some good cards thrown there by Becca, but she didn't have any monsters, though she did have a Wabaku. She's thrown a Cyber Prima. What does Cyber 2/2 Bond's effect? It's got something to do with the ritual, but it's not. The cursor isn't staying on the card long enough for me to see it. Well, Sangan's gonna bite it here. Alright, Sangan destroyed. Saxpack Abs, that's a name that I haven't seen pop up for a while. Who also says, been a while dude, thanks for making these. Saxpack Abs was one of my very early subscribers and commenters for the Yu-Gi-Oh series, so I hope you're doing good. It's always nice when I see an old name that hasn't popped up for a while pop up on the comments. Always brings a smile to my face when I see names that I haven't seen for a long time. Alright, what's happening here? Turn change. Rebecca just went for a defense. Oh, she's got good cards now, Alexis. Although she does lose her field, she doesn't have much to fight back with, but it was a risk that Rebecca took using card destruction straight up. So the story of today, it was my birthday recently. I got a $200 gift voucher from EB Games Bubonic Vermin. Okay, so that'll summon copies of itself. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. I can go and pre-order Pokemon and probably buy something else. I think the Pokemon game ZA is like 109 or something. So I went down to EB Games today and I said, okay, I'd like to pre-order Pokemon ZA. And as she's looking on the computer, she then goes, you have already pre-ordered a copy. Did you want to pre-order a second one? And I just looked at it and I was like, wait, have I? I do not remember pre-ordering that game. It was on June 5th, apparently, that I pre-ordered it, but I do not recall pre-ordering. So that was a nice surprise. So instead, I brought Kirby the Forgotten Land, Civilization 7, which I've sort of wanted to play, and I also brought The Witcher 3, which I read on the back, I think came out, I think I googled it came out in 2015, so everyone was probably playing The Witcher 3 instead of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. But The Witcher 3, that is supposed to be a really good game. I have a friend who owns it, and he says it's the best game he's ever played, and I think it's been in the debates as the best game, or one of the best games ever made. So, for any of those who have played The Witcher 3, is it well worth it? I got an edition, I got the complete edition, so it's got all the DLC as well. So, Rebecca had Luster Dragon 2 on the field, she sacrificed Bubonic Vermin, and she's got Rush Recklessly. Alexis played Rush Recklessly to boost up Cyber Prima. What does that do? Machine Angel Ritual. If a light monster you control will be destroyed by battle. Oh, card effect. Oh, that's what it does. It's not just the rituals, it's light monsters in general. So Alexis used that to stop her Cyber Prima getting destroyed. However, her field now is vulnerable. Her Cyber Prima is only 2300. And now Lesser Dragon is summoned. So that's 1200. And now Cyber 2/2 Bond under the attack. Oh! He went after Cyber 2/2 Bond, not after Cyber Prima. Oh, another Cyber 2/2 Bond is drawn. That was really, really risky from Rebecca not to destroy... Alright. Okay. Okay, that was bait play. And quite nasty bait play to flip a mirror force like that, but now Alexis is completely defenseless. That was quite clever from Rebecca. 1100, Witch of the Black Forest, so this will be 4200 altogether. So Alexis should be at 3500. If the math is mathing. No, 3000. 3000, yep. Alright, so Rebecca has taken life point lead for I think the first time in this match. Emperor Pikachu says, what a great match, lol. I laughed at the cutscenes, lol, which is good because I've been feeling down quite a bit lately. Hope all is well. It does get to all of us at some point as well, feeling a bit down. I too, over the last few days I've been feeling a bit down as well. But that's why we're all here. We're all here together. We're building a community of Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiasts where we can watch and we can just forget about life for at least a couple of hours. Witch of the Black Forest was tributed for a face-down defense for Becca, so you'd say that's probably Millennium Shield. With Swords of Revealing Light on the field, Rebecca can't attack just yet. Emperor Pikachu also commented when I was streaming Red Dead 2 for a little bit yesterday as well. We had a little bit of a chat. Saw the cutscene, which I accidentally activated the mission for when Arthur goes to the doctor to find out that he's got tuberculosis. I activated the mission by accident. I was running around Saint Denis saying, hey mister, to everyone to try to boost my low honor, and accidentally ran into the mission trigger. Alright, face down defense. Oh, sorry, no, spell or trap from Rebecca. 2 on Swords of Revealing Light. Oh, there's offerings to the doomed. Goes after Luster Dragon. And oh, Alexis didn't attack. She must. That face down defense is likely going to be Millennium Shield. And Alexis is low on life points. She doesn't want to waste them. Silas DC, who commented on one of the Duelist of the Roses videos, Alexis's draw phase is skipped. Okay, over it does look like you finally got a Machine Deckmaster. Last time you were playing, you didn't have Barrel Dragon possible as a Deckmaster, so it's nice that you finally got somebody. And it's a cool Barrel Dragon, but we'll see how your new one goes. I was using the plant, trying to build a plant deck on that one. Plant monsters are not good in Duelist of the Roses. And then said, what game system or system are you playing this on? From what I remember, it was on PlayStation 1, and I believe it, in the video you said memory card, and I can't remember if both PS1 and PS2 had to have memory cards. I think both of them did. Duelist of the Roses, that was on PS2. Oh, Shadow Ghoul. Oh, 2500. And it was Millennium Shield, and now Monster Reborn. That will probably just about do it. Yeah, so that'd be 700. It'll put Alexis to 23 and then 24. So Rebecca is going to win the second match. It's going to make it 1-1. As for Duelists of the Roses, yes, it was on PS2, but it came out in 2001, so it was like very early PS2. Because I think the PS2 came out in like December of 2000 or something like that. And yeah, so it came out in 2001, so it would have been a very early PS2 game. You can tell by the way the AI, by the way the AI plays on it. And yeah, PS1 and PS2 both had memory cards. I think PS3 was the first one to have like an internal, what do you say, like an internal saving mechanism. I'm pretty sure. I do have a PS3, but I've literally never, I think I've turned it on once. I never owned a PS3 back in the day. I went PS1, PS2, then I went for a little while where I didn't play many video games, where I just would chill on the Super Nintendo every now and then. And then a friend of mine gave me his old PS4, which I played for a bit, and then I ended up buying a Switch, and then I bought a 3DS, which I bought Pokemon Omega Ruby. No, I didn't. I bought Alpha Sapphire, and that kind of reignited the video game days for me. And then now I've got PS5 again, and then I went hunting for all the retro consoles. Bought a 64, bought a GameCube. Again, I never owned those consoles as a kid, but I bought all these old retro consoles and bought some of the classic games like Super Smash Bros. Melee, which caused me to break a GameCube controller, which was really stupid because GameCube controllers are not easy to find. But I was doing a challenge. I was young Link, I was battling adult Link, and the challenge mode is actually quite difficult, and I just lost it one day because I just couldn't beat him, and threw the controller at a chest of drawer, which is made of wood, and it cracked the GameCube controller open, and I felt like an idiot after it because those controllers, man, they're not easy to find, and they're not cheap to buy secondhand because of their rarity. So Skolengle's face down, Mask of Weakness, no. So Rebecca does have Final Destiny. She does also have Card Destruction. And then after I bought the GameCube, maybe about a year or two later, I found out that my Wii console is actually compatible with GameCube games and GameCube controllers. Not all Wii consoles are, but I had no idea. And I owned that Wii for a while. I bought that back in like 2008 or something. A third time. Mirror Force again. Whose team am I on for Alexis or Rebecca? You know, I don't mind. Either one of them could win and I'd be happy. They're both cool characters. But Mirror Force. Kodos Kopos says, "Your dying elderly voice was so stupid. I love it." That was for Marek and Ishizu. Yeah, when they're both elderly on their deathbeds. I remember that. There goes Mirror Force again. I don't like the card, but it's effective. I'll give it that. It is very effective. Alright, there's Wabaku. Alexis is in a bit of trouble now, so... Oh, Thunder of Ruler. No battle phase for Rebecca. Well, that's what you get for activating Mirror Force. Mecha Jason says, Pharaoh's Treasure is actually one of my favourite 3-card combination. Pharaoh's Treasure, shuffle the card back into the deck. When you draw it, take out one spell or trap monster from your graveyard and put it directly to your hand. Pot of Avarice, shuffle 5 monsters from the graveyard, put them back in your deck, then draw 2 cards. Jar of Avarice, shuffle 5 cards back into the deck and then draw 1. So basically, if I shuffle Pharaoh's Treasure back into the deck, I can keep my deck count up. Ah, okay, yeah, put Pharaoh's Treasure back into the deck so you can like reuse its effect again and again. There's a card called Fiber Jar, which I'm pretty sure is banned because when that flips up, all players add their fields and their graveyards and everything to their deck, shuffle, and they basically start the duel over with just without resetting the life points. I'm pretty sure Fiber Jar is banned, but yeah, that's its effect. Flip, shuffle all your cards into the deck and draw a new 5-card hand. Sangan, alright, so this is 3,200 altogether. If Alexis can't block, she'll be down to 4,800. So they're both at 1-1, and Rebecca is now charging, and it's negate attack. Alexis is defending with everything she can get here. And there's another thing I'm going to start doing new for comments. Occasionally when people comment, YouTube's got this like AI auto reply thing where it will generate you a message and you can just select on that message and use that as like a reply. And some of the replies that this like auto-generated comment that YouTube comes up with is so ridiculous. Like, it is so blatantly a fake comment. So for that Mecha Jason one of the AI comments says, I like the strategy of keeping the deck count up and then keeping the key cards in rotation, and then with a laughing face. There's also another one that says, yeah, that's a good combo to get the cards you want back into your hand, which kind of works as a comment, but there's some of these AI ones which, like, they are really, really funny because they are such broken English. The Spawn Trapper says, if Marek crashed Eudoria into Volga, he wins unless the face down stops him. Not like this, all in like joined. It was a bit of a tragic end for that Marek and Ishizu first match, but it was a very good match. Marek, though, he wouldn't have thought that his Spirit of the Pharaoh would have taken that much damage, though. So I can't really blame the play, but it was Ishizu just caught him slipping at the perfect time and just stole the match. Victor Kaiser. Although a great match, it's sad how such an error ruins the first game. That was for Ishizu and Marek as well, and what I was just talking about as well. Victor Kaiser, I think I've seen that name pop up before, but if it is a first-time comment, thank you for commenting, Victor Kaiser. Josh Sweeney, aka Shepherd, as well, says Season 2. That would have been for the Weevil Underpants thing that Joey said. So yeah, that would have been Battle City. Also another long-time commenter as well, Josh Sweeney. Torrin Johnson says the first 2 matches were fire. This is the Joey Keith match. This and the Joey Keith match were top tier, which makes sense since they are all top of the board. Which makes me wonder if this tournament will ever see a post-season of the best duelists. Yes, after... Oh, there's card destruction. I think Alexis might be... Did she put Black Pendant down? I get the feeling Alexis may be completely cooked. But to answer that, yes, there will be a top 8. So after all the 512 season matches have been played, yes, that is correct. 512 season matches over the 16 games per round and 32 rounds with everyone playing each other once. Yeah, we'll do a top 8 and then we'll do like a knockout tournament of the top 8. So the best will face the best for like a championship. So this one has ended. There are still quite a few comments, but it's I'm going to do another one after this. It's so Rebecca. It was Rebecca who won, wasn't it? I'm just going to... Yes, Rebecca. So Rebecca's won this one 2-1. And the next match is going to be Johnny Steps and Cyrus. Well, that could be interesting. I don't think Johnny Steps will win, but it could be an interesting match. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe. Take care. Farewell.